In recent years, Musk and Bezos have been more public about their feud, taking their rivalry to Twitter. Both execs have seized on opportunities to take shots at the other, most often slapping at each other over reusable rockets. After Blue Origin successfully landed its new Shepard rocket in 2015, Bezos tweeted a video calling it the rarest of beasts, a used rocket. Musk responded, saying SpaceX had performed the feat 3 years prior. Want to know about it? Well, stay tuned to the video and watch the video till the end. Hello guys, welcome to Bezos Space. Hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications to get new updates about Jeff Bezos. Hit the like button to show your support, and in today's video we're going to discuss Jeff Bezos just revealed why Tesla cars are extremely dangerous. So without any further ado, let's begin. Amazon announced in 2019 that it would lead a $700 million investment in US electric pickup truck startup Rivian Automotive in the e-commerce giant's biggest bet on technologies with the potential to reshape the automotive sector. The Rivian deal comes as its much larger electric car manufacturing rival, Tesla, struggles to stabilize production and deliver consistent profits as it ramps up its mass-market Model 3 sedan. Rivian unveiled its electric R1T pickup and R1S SUV for the first time at the Los Angeles Auto Show last November, but the company had piqued Amazon's interest earlier, according to one of the sources. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos personally reached out to Rivian founder and CEO R.G. Scaringe last summer to express interest in an investment, the source said. Since then, Amazon has stepped up its investment in the car sector, participating in a $530 million funding in self-driving car startup Aurora Innovation Incorporated. The Rivian shuttles during the widely publicized event were, of course, strategic product placement by Bezos for his hand-picked contender to take on Tesla. At the time, Rivian was still a private company with no actual products on the market, but Amazon had made a big bet on Rivian in 2019, taking a 20% stake in the company. The famously or notoriously calculating Bezos was bringing two of his pet projects, Blue Origin and Rivian, onto the global stage at the same time. The cherry on top, it was also a big middle finger to Musk. Bezos and Musk spent much of the past year yo-yoing between the titles of the richest and the second richest person in the world. Their feud goes back years, centered on their competing space travel ambitions. Bezos' Blue Origin has been fighting NASA over the agency's decision to contract with Musk's SpaceX to build a lunar lander intended to take humans back to the moon. So far, all of Blue Origin's efforts to fight NASA's decision have fallen flat. But Rivian's blockbuster IPO, their strongest debut by a US company since Facebook listed its shares in 2012, gives Bezos something of a win in the ongoing proxy battle he's fighting with Musk. Tesla is widely thought to be a king amongst car makers within the green automotive industry, as one of the first companies to have conquered the electric vehicle EV market. But forget cars, what about delivery trucks? Transporting 14.7 billion tons of goods per year, trucks deliver 76.7% of all goods carried over land in Europe, according to the ACEA. That's a lot of driving, generating a hefty carbon footprint. Now, the next EV race is between startups like Rivian and Arrival, who are looking to deliver goods using electric and eventually self-driving vans. Could Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos be about to place another big order with Rivian, bringing his billionaire tech feud with Elon Musk to new heights? The big players are all for taking risks, it seems, by choosing to invest in up-and-coming EV manufacturers. Amazon invested over 400 million euros in sustainable transport startup Rivian, while postal service UPS made an undisclosed investment in Arrival, an emerging British EV manufacturer only 5 years old. The latter has been described as having gradually emerged from stealth mode as investment comes flowing in, all 100 million euros from Hyundai and Kia. It's fair to say there's some big money on the table, and the environmental benefits would be significant. Of the traffic that passes through central London, 30% comes from freight vehicles. Transporting goods across Europe contributes 2.5% of the EU's total CO2 emissions. But what makes EV startups so appealing to giants like Amazon? These two companies are global leaders in e-commerce and home delivery and have leveraged this position to develop customized vans with the startup manufacturers, says Dr. Eleonora Morganti, senior researcher in transport policies at the University of Leeds. While Arrival is firmly focused on the delivery market, Amazon-backed Rivian is developing an electric pickup truck to compete with Tesla's hotly anticipated Cybertruck. At the beginning of 2016, Tesla's market cap was $25 billion. In 2021, it became the world's sixth largest company with a market cap of $1.12 trillion, higher than many countries. It's larger than all other automotive companies combined, and many of those companies are over 100 years old, which may be part of their problem. Near the end of 2016, Tesla's stock price was $47 per share. Slightly less than 5 years later, it was at $1,114. Most analysts think it will keep growing for the foreseeable future, while the flagship S sedan showed that an electric car could be stylish. Unlike the funny-looking electrics and hybrids that came before, it was expensive. Musk's strategy was for his wealthy customers to pay a premium to be the first to drive electric with the S. The profits from that would subsidize a less expensive people's car, the Model 3, promised on delivery dates and when advanced features auto driving will be available. He uses his customers whose actions behind the wheel are all recorded as his testers for new features and for quality control. While he overpromises on timing, Musk has the smarts to underpromise on quality. It's always better than you expect. Because it was developed after the S, the far less expensive Model 3 has better technology. The Model 3 has already sold over 1 million cars. In many countries, the Model 3 is the best-selling vehicle of any kind. With a blank sheet of paper, no baggage, no ties to established manufacturers or oil companies, and with Musk's uncanny ability to know what customers want by designing what he himself wants, Tesla has become the most important transportation company on the planet. Today, the path to electric vehicles is clear. All manufacturers are offering or will soon offer EVs. Many have already announced eventual moves to make and sell only EVs, as have many countries. Until Tesla, there had not been the successful introduction of a new automotive company in generations. General Motors, GM, tried and failed with Saturn, as did DeLorean and many others with significant backing. Tesla showed that the barriers to entry were not sealed, you just needed to think differently and not be tied to old ways. In the process, Musk has become the wealthiest man on Earth. Bill Gates was the richest man in the world for over 30 years. Musk's wealth sits at close to $220 billion. Money doesn't seem to be what Musk is after. He recently sold all his mansions and lives in a trailer in Texas. While he enjoys his fame, that doesn't appear to be his driving force. He's the only tech giant and company leader ever to host Saturday Night Live. Unlike Jeff Bezos, he didn't want to jump on his rockets, the new toys of the ultra-wealthy. Musk, with all his quirks, outbursts, he had to promise to cut back on tweeting, and weirdness, seems to be motivated by an inner drive to improve the world and to have a good time in the process. Whether Rivian can live up to the hype is anyone's guess. For an investor, it's a comfort to know that Rivian has the backing of someone with pockets as deep and grudges as bitter as Bezos's. Investing is always risky, but one thing we can count on is that uber-rich men will literally buy entire companies to spite their enemies rather than go to therapy. Now that we've come to the end of this video, I want to thank you for sticking with me, and I'd love to know what you think of it. Just comment down below. Also, if you like this video, make sure you like it and stay safe. Today's video is over, but if you want to see more, there's one on your screen right now, and there are a few more fun videos coming soon. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care and be happy.